美洲例行赛100T 对上 Furia， 一队是上个月才以3-0完封 G2 的美洲冠军100T， 另一队是一场没赢，目前5连败的垫底队伍 Furia。冠军打垫底，100T 选手 Boostio 赛前大放厥词：如果我今天输了，我就退休。说实话，连对手是谁我都不知道。结果会如何呢
？This is the real call by Furia. 100 Thieves is waiting, but beautiful mosh there. Just gonna be a little late. Off the damage of the center of the mosh.
Yeah, missing a little bit of that extra util to make sure that it went down, so it detained some players. So that gives a chance now for Furia to move in and go for a plant. It'll be a 5 versus 5 post-plant scenario. As the pit comes out too, just try to smother up towards the site, giving no information here for 100 Thieves when they'll try to come back in. Wall yet to get broken here, as you do have Shanji holding just behind. Crowd has an inkling. Out with the shorty, close range, but Shanji breaks him. But it gets traded out, Boostio from the top. 4-on-4 now as Snakebite is about to ring down. Nosworth gets the pick onto Boostio as well, and the hold is so far so good for Furia. Leaving Austin alone, you see him picking up the arc. Lands it onto MW0, but gives a chance now for 100 Thieves to let Furia come towards them. A 1-for-1 won by Havoc.
Nice double step.
Mentioned at the desk earlier on that he's had a slow start on the Sage 1, but that's an important duel to win. Asura's doing the same thing, trying to keep the dream alive for 100 Thieves in this round, but these duels are not hitting in favor of 100 Thieves. Crowd down to 5 HP. Another battle against Havoc in the front. Back at the site now. It's a 1-for-1. ADS coming through, but there's 20 seconds left. That forces now Havoc the ports to fall back and pick up the spike and try to go for a plant, but he does have full KJ util. Turret to watch, save plant. But Asuna finds the timing! Gets the kill! We hear for the other two players, 100 Thieves, they could actually force Furia to push back.
Work.
Oh, he dodges under it. Oh, this is big.
Timmy can't look down.
And EU has the Hunter's Fury to be able to delay just in case, so the timing is actually really good for the Thieves right now, even if Asuna falls. But Asuna will get two before
That's right, you tell him.
There's 3 players there from 100 Thieves looking to go for some instant trades, all looking towards the same area as well.
Oh, man.
There's that first contact, though, and Shanji wins that first one against Bang. They do not expect the other 2 players just under the tower, but it goes 1-for-1 one more time, and EU finally comes in for the support. Back to a 1v1. Khalil is low on HP, only with the ghost shock darts, puts him down to 5 somehow. The second one does land as well.
They start moving up. Pretty textbook so far, but Shanji could mix things up.
You want to stay as a group now because you have these Bulldogs only in rifles, but it's looking pretty good for the fights on both ends. Advantage now for the 100 Thieves as he makes it a 1 versus 1. That's Boostio trading it back against Havoc. Alarm bot to watch his right side. It was too far away from the alarm bot, so he doesn't know if there's going to be a flank coming through. Wall comes down, but Khalil wins the fight. Players. At least, thankfully, for Furia, they have the heal to come up for one of the players. Khalil have to fight towards the B-side once again.
Khalil
lands 2 shots. Oh my God! Just before he got dizzy.
Down, B.
And that's the spike down.
Phew, Snappy's now an understatement for this guy. Oh my gosh.
Try to deny the lockdown from Havoc, who clears it, but does a fake check. So that they will not give the opportunity from Furia to have such a strong retake until these shots are happen. That forces out a pit. Cryo left alone because of that pit. No one there to trade with him. Counter pit then coming back here for the defensive side of Furia. Advantage on their side as well as Asuna does have a thrash forced to use out. That's going to be great delay. And that will then give a chance finally for 100 Thieves to convert in the round.
Oh, does that get him? Wait a minute.
The wall was up, and that denies now the plant opportunity. EU trying to force the fight back with the 100 Fury. Does get that second kill off the Nosworth. Back to a 3 versus 3 as Havoc's trying to push forward. Snapping with those kills. And MW0 with the Furia now slowly walking inside. MW0 almost ready to get that pick and almost punish EU right there. There's that first snake bite for the delay. There's a shock dart to swing by. And the second one with shock crowd swings out. That's a 2-for-1. Now the tap one is by. Oh! Gets the ace to get the extra innings!
Put 5 in his pocket and bring us into overtime here on Icebox when it looked like it may not be happening for 100. Utility delay gone.
There's that push forward. There's only one stuck in the front. That's MW0 with the pick, and let them all fall back with 24 seconds left. Trying to just keep MW0 towards the site, and the shark darts in. With 18 seconds left now, rotating across, and you also insert players towards middle. What a call here by Furia in the late round.
It's going to be huge here for Havoc. Like you said, going up two. They haven't gotten any forward space towards Snowman yet onto the site, but this is going to be the move.
And the communication isn't there. The Jets once again, and everybody that's pushing forward. All the rotations have been cut across, and Boostio has no avenue to go.
Enemy attack.
Just noting, Dizzy did go down today, so not going to have that. MW0 opens up on one, Vans.
And Havoc 2. They only need 3 more kills and a defuse now for Furia to win their map. MW0 does have this glass cannon once again. And 100 Thieves knows this. They don't want to swing out, but there's that mass utility coming out from Furia. The wall to move forward to. Nanoswarms towards the back. The util is beautiful. Up drop from Cryo. Drops back down.
Cryo
but we do
again.
have Shanji sticking onto that spike. It's more than halfway. No more.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
The kill. The
Defenders
defuse comes
win.
across. Pretty much on a one and done if this doesn't get cleared, especially now that the Dizzy has not been refreshed yet. And there's the peak. Forward position though from Cryo, was able to trade it back against Shanji. Now towards the back, Aftershock pushes him out. Zero catches 2 off guard and picks him off. Now continuing to push forward. He knows that there's one around the corner and decides to play back with his teammates. An advantage coming out on 2 versus 4. As that it's all up to Austin. Counter out. Does not allow for Furia to flood too much util until they execute towards the site.
Oh my.
There's so much util that forces now 100 Thieves to play further towards the back, but Asuna does score the first kill. A push forward from Noswer, trying to surprise Asuna, and no support coming through. Boostio just got dinked. Now MW0 answers back as the U drop here from heaven. Op shot missed. MW0 continues to push forward. They are not afraid to fight towards the spawn here for Furia. Finally, he escapes here and puts the wall up. Just delays that clock down as the spike is planted at the default spot.
Oh.
Paranoia though, there is that scope in to get the pick, but Cryo's now alone. Picks up the Vandal to swing out from Khalil, and a bonus round. They're trying to potentially fight back towards the spawn. That's MW0 trying to find the timing through it. As he swings out, manages to get one. That's not enough. 100 Thieves able to move inside the site right now, and the recon dart does get the ping. Shock darts to do some damage, but Khalil's there for the save for the first kill. But it's traded out. Advantage back continues on for 100 Thieves. Shanji stuck in the corner. That's 2 in his name. And now it's defused at halfway. And as he swings outside of the smoke, Shanji once again. Their economy is not the best. Boostio staying in the front. Couldn't deny here the wingman to come through. There's that Hunter Sphere to come out on the defense though. And it's a 1-for-1 in a trade of utility. Wingman does get the plan and Havoc does get the lurk.
Boostio not to have to shock there.
He's gonna hear the rotate potentially from the spawn. If not, gets the timing towards the back. There's that first, but he misses the shot at least. Gets that contact, turns around to get the pick onto Asuna. Now Bang trying to trade it right back, and finally does so with the Guardian.
Yo, Furia just, I feel like 100 Thieves right now is just pulling their hair out. Every time they turn a corner, there's a member of Furia between them and their teammates.
Just too good. They have perfect reads across. And the last one standing inside the smoke is Bang once again denied by Khalil, and you're definitely seeing Rolling Thunder and the overdrive to commit towards the side, and the Dizzy will allow for Furia to clear the corner. Players now falling down for 100 Thieves towards the A site. Knife being thrown towards the spawn, and we're trying to push back very quickly for 100 Thieves. Not giving a chance here for Furia to set up. Advantage coming back here as players are suppressed. They cannot get the lockdown available. Finally, you place it down for Havoc. Here's the aftershock to try to delay though, and the Paranoia game pushed forward. Khalil on the other side of Long, but now it's diffused at halfway, trying to stick it, pushing forward though. Boostio gets the pick, but Havoc trades it back on a 1v1. It'll stay in the corner though, so that Cryo cells can now rotate from the A site from the default. Cloud burst to allow for him to push back. And that will nullify the Paranoia, the opportunity of Khalil to get a pick following that util. And now it's up to the discipline. Oh no! Whoa! These shots are hitting. 1 versus 2. Boostio now has to stay alive. Gets the first one.
Oh, the turret.
The turret is fighting against Havoc. Tap on that spike. And will he have enough time? He will not.
Oh my gosh. The fact that Boostio...
Especially we got a judge here for MW0. You're trying to dance across, but you're denied right away. But there's a push up from Sewers. And the kills are coming out from Khalil somehow from Sewers as well. Players are dropping. Spike is down. Bang could flip the map if he wants to, but they need to get kills first. Wingman to push out within the smoke. He does get contact, and they both fall. Wow. And that piece of util that was thrown by Boostio, that was the move that forced Furia to push forward for information, and they are now getting denied. Punished here on the over-aggression. The flash is nice. Out from Asuna for the assist. Boostio here's to rotate up to 2 players. And he's going to
I couldn't even plan. I couldn't even plan.
I know. If they let you...
So they're going to get ready for this. The commitment now towards this B-side. Rolling Thunder hits a lot of them. Frontline those does hit NW0. Cell still wins that fight. But the rotate comes across here from the ceiling. A ping out from the Hunter's Fury.
Nice
Atop is Khalil with the kill and a second one onto Boostio. 3 in the round. And with the lockdown going out, it does attain 1, giving a chance for EU. A window of an opportunity to try to fight a 3 versus 1. Does spot the first one, trying to clear out towards the site. 12 seconds left. Spike is out of reach. Khalil is there.
Oh my gosh.
Swinging out. Dizzy for both of the initiators. Switching out weapons as well to give a chance for MWZ to fight back with the Vandal. Sprays are coming back on the attack side though on the pulse plan as Asuna and EU are holding their grounds. Nice trades coming through, but Nazar is fighting back. A 2 versus 2. Spike still planted and ticking down. Nazar trying to get some util out to allow the players to flood back out towards the site. And now the off angle from Bang. A 2 versus 1. No time moving in for Furio. Bang gets the last kill. And once again,
Of course you're gonna peek that. He takes out Shanji right away.
and you know the hit's coming towards the seaside now, especially with the position, but that paranoia is too much. Bang falls on the top of logs, and Furio has a chance to fight back towards the seaside and get the plant. Even with the Nanostorm pushing him back, and Boostio's trying to find a timing here. Behind the boxes, lurks around, does get the first, but cannot swing on that second one. A flash coming out from Asuna, but 100 Thieves are pushing back towards the back of C. But Nosworth lands 2 lineups, and they all rolling thunder onto Asuna. Somehow turns it around. Do a lot though, so that will nullify 2. They can't get the util to answer back, but this corner is not being checked. The flash, he still stays alive, and somehow it's a 2 for 2. Right inside that smoke, Boostio's trying to keep the dream alive for 100 Thieves. MW0 with the up now, looking back towards the spawn. Spike is about to get planted for 100 Thieves. The smoke dissipates, and you see now EU backing off.
There.
Oh, they're trying to guess where it could be. What a shot. The step up by MW0 hits a quick one.
And now the turret gets broken. A 2 versus 2, clearing out towards the graffiti with the Nano Swarm. Boostio does not want to overpeak, but stays around the angle and does get the headshot to Havoc. And as they're trying to pick up weapon, EU swings out. There's a wingman to push first.
2 tag.
To bait out some shots. Asuna with the first. And Asuna and Bang are trying to hold their ground. Shanji is now alone as he does spot one on top of Heaven. And that's EU left with 14 HP. Tap on the spike to maybe try to bait out Boostio, but Boostio's still far behind. A ballsy plant towards the spawn.
Thrash is ready.
Now has a Thrash to work with. A shot from the spawn. He's not ready to use it yet.
Thinks about it, but he might get dropped down from Heaven is his thought. Also looking behind, they're both gonna go towards the top side here. Wouldn't expect that.
This whole time he thinks that there's somebody inside the site. He thought that there was somebody A-long, so Boostio knows that there's a push coming through. Bang has slipped through towards the garage.
It's one.
Big advantage for 100 Thieves on a pulse plan, and you see them inserted. Oh my gosh! But Boostio gets caught by NW0 dropping down the steps. Back to a 4v4. Nosworth still has 2 flashes, which will make it difficult for 100 Thieves currently playing inside that site. No long-range sprays being played. Flash inside that smoke. Baits out the shot as we go 1 for 1. Nice crossfire set up here as 100 Thieves
Khalil
are trying to keep things alive here. A double push towards the back, but Khalil wraps around. A 1v1 now. Asuna, the tap on the spike from Khalil. The swing out. Wait, what? The flank to come across. The wall comes up here. They're just trying to clear out the site, but not on the top of the platform. So 2 players up there for 100 Thieves. Bang was in a great spot on the top of that platform. EU just catching one on the rotate. Back again to a 1v1. This time with the Thrash. And he's going to use it this time around. Trying to find the info, and EU is forced to fall back. Cool. It hits him.
Is it time?
There is definitely time. He's trying to hide around the corner, and there's that kill. Furio back at series point.
No way. And Shanji the one to do it. To be so sure.
So it'll be once again a post-plant scenario, this time for Furio to try to retake the site, and it's quick. Aftershock, wall up, Cryo trying to look for a pick, but it's MWZ that scores first. And now the wingman saves Shanji! There's only 2 left alive against 3! 100 Thieves are trying to hold it down! That's silly! The upset against 100 Thieves!